DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Penix to the air right away. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now Penix. He's got the hook up to Miller. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Looking to throw, Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw again is Penix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
A first carry for Rashawn White. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Bucs had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Mayfield off the play fake.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Chris Godwin
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. 65 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Falcon defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
Real. What's that?
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got Arden on the out route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jalen Walker. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
Robinson, 58 yards. And the Falcons are able to
strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
On for the extra point is Folk. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now Mayfield. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
To the air, Penix. Now this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play.
Let's go. 70,
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Second and 12. They'll throw with Penix.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Falcons 21, Buccaneers 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So
Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Still going inside the 20.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. David Onyemata coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here's Penix.
Completion left side to Miller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Run 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
180. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
To throw, Mayfield. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
180. Regular.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And
so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 116 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They created a nice sustained drive off the plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 13-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Once again, it's Irving.
And power running here down the 6-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd down, they go with Irving.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down.
20.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And London, the motion man right. Now Penix. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Robinson on a give right side.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Here we go.
Robinson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Penix going to sneak it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Buccaneers 21.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
180.
Mayfield now. Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete. Still going inside the 20.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
A mega bunker.
73 yards.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He's got his man London right side.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll shift things around.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Falcon first down.
To the air, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Darnell Mooney.
26 yards.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Buccaneers 28.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
He's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll start the drive with a giveaway.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mayfield on play action. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's second down and 3. Now Mayfield. Right back to Chris Godwin.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Gain of 4 yards.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Baker. He's got Otten.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll come up now on second down.
180!
Mayfield to throw. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
At the Falcons' 4-yard line.
Here now, second and goal.
Stop!
Mayfield.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play.
Pistol. Kings!
One last shot from Mayfield here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Hey, alert 33. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Real. Run. What's up?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up two fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
180.
Mayfield. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that, 2 points, they win the game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Trust they went for two, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that